have a tendency to let that club face come in just a little bit open, leaving it out to the right a little bit. Okay. So would you say?
And that was butter. So it drew a little bit, but I mean that was the most pure contact I've had yet.
So the only thing that I would say on that one was right on our transition, we got a little quick, and that's what's going to allow that club face to close just like that.
Okay.
So, well, one thing that I'll kind of just give you as a visualization key. Watch Hideki Matsuyama play golf before, and and then he's up. It almost looks like he pauses for a second.
It does.
And so that's the one thing that I would say if you can try to incorporate into your game, as not necessarily the clockwork backswing, because we all have our different tempos. Like I'm a quick tempo player, you're a quick tempo player. But if we can get to the top of the swing and just give ourselves just a quarter of a second to pause and allow everything catch up. Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
So let's hit a couple of those 3/4 shots and kind of continue to work on the tempo and the feel. And you said to me that you went with the bump and then with the legs. In my mind, as the golf professional, that's fantastic. Because when you're starting with the legs, you can start your legs, but it's really your hips that's starting the swing. And so if you watch any guy on tour, they're almost starting their downswing before they're finished. Exactly.
I find that so cool, and that's where that, if I can get that little bit of a pause, I think, as you say, to let everything catch up, because they're here and then they're starting this as they're still
like especially if you watch Rory. Rory's really good at that. Yeah.
So, and any tips you can give me to help me with that, because that is something where I think it would really help me, and I think I'm much better at that again with the longer clubs. And at the end, I think I just swing more freely.
Yeah. So and what I'll tell you about when you're swinging freely, that's going to come with confidence. And that's why we're going to work on the consistency factor right here, because if we can get you hitting it in the center of the club face every time, and you're understanding the release point through impact, which a lot of this drill does is the release point through impact, but you're not thinking about it because you're focused on something else. But it's actually increasing your timing. And now that you got your timing down, now you're able to make the swing because you know you're going to contact it well. Does that make sense? Perfect. Okay, let's hit a couple more, and let's just really feel, even at that 3/4, that we just have that little pause and everything comes back down and through. That sounded really good.
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, off the toe. I mean, it's not terrible, but I hit it off the toe a bit, which is, I think, why it just drew a bit. It didn't, almost like more of just a fall. It didn't really drop.
It fell. It was
kind of fell to the left.
So what that tells me is the path was good. And the impact was good. It was just where we impacted on the face was a little off.
Got it. And I would agree totally. It's funny, I could tell as soon as I hit it.
Yeah.
Came up and out of it a little.
Okay.
I can feel it's kind of this instead of staying with it.
So almost that we have to feel the drive through impact. Almost like that left shoulder
is pulling through.
Is staying down through impact. Okay. And just as you take a couple practice swings for me, just really make sure that that putter head stays below my grip. You feel that? Does it feel like you're forcing it to keep it a little bit lower?
A little bit, yeah. Which I like.
And that's going to give you a more consistent roll.
Okay. No, that helps.
Because essentially what you're doing, if we got into the scientific terms of it, is you're reducing the skid roll.
Okay.
And what skid roll is when
I know what it is.
When you originally hit it,
there, it does this and then this.
It goes backwards.
Which can knock it offline a bit.
Yep, exactly. that already just looks like a better roll off the face.
Okay.
Did it feel better?
Oh yeah, it felt really good,
Good.
actually.
I think you should try to grip up on it. It gives you a little bit more control.
Yep.
But just really focus on getting down on top of that golf ball.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to think about, as the caliber of player that you are, I don't want you thinking about, I need to take an extra club, I'm not going to hit it perfectly, because you're good enough to hit it perfectly.
Good.
So that's the one
Yep,
thing that
makes sense.
so let's get in there and try a couple.
Okay.
As you can see, it comes out lower.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But that's because we're really focused on getting down and through it.